Hello guys and welcome to another Mellow Motors video. Today we're driving the Ford RS200. This was Ford's entry to the legendary Group B rally class, and Ken Block actually owns one of these. This is turbocharged, mid-engine, four-wheel drive. But enough chit-chat guys, let's go racing. We launch right away in 9th place on this trail, and honestly right off the bat I have to apologize because I said Forza doesn't do off-road trails, and well, this is on pretty much all off-road competition. We get 2 positions on the inside there, keeping our noses clean on the start of the race. It's always a good idea to just be clean on the start and pick up the opportunities where they are. Running into the back of 3rd place here. I'm top of the humans already, and then win a couple more positions, and another one right there, up to 2nd place. I think you can call this the perfect start, as I pretty much shove 1st place out of the way and have pretty much the rest of the track for myself. This is a pretty high-speed car. These Group B machines are absurd. I think this one was made in 1980. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. But this track is pretty cool. Up here we have a Scandinavian flick sector. As you can see, very nice to drive around that. But I think we'll skip ahead here. So as you can tell on the top left hand side there, we are towards the end of the race, though we do have a nice hairpin coming right up. Let's see if I can do this nicely. Throwing in the background, jamming on the accelerator, but not a lot of hairpin on this car. Quite a bit of grip. And even though I am on the lead and stayed on the lead from the start of the race, you can see 2nd place is right up the back of me. But this final sector here, maximizing the straight line we can find to maximize the top speed, to stay away from 2nd place, and even though it's right up on my slipstream, it's Mellow Motors in 1st place. So a win on the first try is not bad at all, but let's see if we can take the win once more. Onto the final phase of the trial. We won against the AI last time around. Let's see if we can do that again, as my human mate completely disappears there. We go down the inside of this guy. Let's try to find more places on the inside of these guys, and on the inside of that guy as well. And 3rd place is right up ahead, and I'm gonna try and send an absolute dive bomb, but I completely overcook it and lose 2 positions because of that. But 5th place is pretty good, especially considering we started in what, 9th, 10th? We get another position there, up into 4th place. This guy up ahead seems pretty quick and pretty good at shoving the AI out of the way as well. So let's just try to stick behind him, because his driving style just gives me position after position. Perfect. Now we're in 2nd place, but this guy doesn't know that I want to be ahead of him. And we're coming up to some twisted sectors. He makes a mistake and I send it down the inside, giving some space on the outside. But I take this corner too slow and he sends it down the inside again, powering on the exit and blocking the apex so I cannot do a switcheroo. But he overcooks it on the exit again and down the inside. I am once more, and now it's my turn to block the apex, but it's my turn to overcook it again, and he runs into the back of me, and looking behind, he gets all out of shape, and it's Mellow Motors in 1st place after a first battle for the position. Braking onto this heartbreaking zone here, no stress, everyone is behind me nicely. But I think we're gonna skip ahead here to the end of the race, because being in 1st and being able to pay attention on the driving means I'm being able to learn this track very, very well for the next time I log in and take the competition. Here at this very back corner, taking a wider line is not as bad actually, because you can carry the speed through the apex. As you can tell, the final sector of this track is very, very high speed. Jumping and turning at the same time, classic Group B move. And this next corner here is actually pretty interesting, because if you take it normally, it's actually pretty easy to lose traction and run wide there. And I judged this braking zone very nicely, and again, simply no stress on the final straight to take the checkered flag. It's twice in a row, Mellow Motors in 1st place. You know, I didn't really break a sweat that time around, so I want to find someone that is as fast as me to give me a harder time. That battle for first back there was pretty nice, but we gotta try again. Starting here, gaining some positions for keeping our noses clean. Remember guys, don't be snorting issues, you know, all these white stuff ahead of me. I don't want to put my nose onto that, you know. I want to keep it clean on the first braking zone, and I take 3 positions just because I kept it clean. I'm up into 3rd place already, taking the corner of the river there because it's less deep, so you lose less speed. Down the inside of second place there, I overcooked that turn again and lose a position. This guy up ahead, F the Trino BR, Brazilian driver, seems to be pretty fast as well. I put it side by side, but the outside line here is not good to have, so I yield 3rd place. And look, 3rd place at 30% of the race is not bad out at all. And through the Scandinavian flick turns here, you can tell the guy up ahead missed the checkpoint and simply disappears back onto the field. And it's my turn now to chase down 1st place through the Mexican bog. This track is actually pretty great, honestly, with this car. I think they just hit it right on the head in making this configuration. All the Fords are stock, so it's all about driver ability here. This is a good braking zone to try to take the position, but I was too far behind to send it down the inside. I take a quick look behind and see that 3rd place is actually some ways away, so I can just focus on 1st place as I do an absolute dive bomb here and perfectly judge that move. Completely clean through the apex here, a little deep there, and as you can tell on the side of the screen there, the AI is right up behind me, not as close as last time around. And through this high-speed sector on 5th gear, you can see here reaching 205, 215 through the 2nd apex. On the final apex, we're going to be at 220 almost. And to the line, you know what it is. It's 343 for Mellow Motors in 1st place. And I hope you're ready for the final showdown. Let's hope the F the Nitro BR guy doesn't miss a checkpoint, so I can actually duke it out with him. So I'm starting here in 9th place. I'm gonna try to keep it nice and clean once more, but this time it looks like I'm going to stick my nose into some white stuff and completely just have a really bad start. I fall into last place before the first braking zone, but on the first braking zone I keep it clean once more. I gained 2 positions because 2 guys ran into the wall there. On the exit, I gained 2 more positions, courtesy of human dirty driving. And I'm up into 7th place already. 6th place gets it out of shape on the turn. I take it. Thank you very much. I'll take positions any way they come. And as you can tell, F Nitro is right up ahead of me. Let's hope he does not miss the checkpoint, any checkpoints this race around, so we can duke it out. And same as before, I'm in 4th place here. 20% of the race, nearly 30% at this point. But I don't want to push it too much, you know. I don't want to put it on the wall. I don't want to lose positions. What I want to do is, at the very least, follow the Brazilian driver through to win the race, to duke it out with him towards the end. Through this twisting sector here, judging it rather nicely, but again, just keeping it nice and sane, just making sure I'm keeping up with the leader and with the pack up ahead. You know, it's not a good idea to force a move. It's better to wait for a hard braking zone to send it down the inside like we do right onto this corner here, shoving the AI out of the way. The Brazilian driver ahead of us messed up a little bit and put it on the wall, but he has enough of an advantage, quite a bit of an advantage in fact, so that I don't catch him and don't overtake him at all. 1st place is quite some ways away. The pack here is spreading out a little bit. We're going to have to start showing some pace as we are at 61% of the track gone at this point. As you can tell back there, I crashed into the wall, so you can tell I'm really pushing, really trying to maximize the straight line I can find here, trying to find a smooth and fast racing line. The Brazilian driver overtakes 1st place, and now he is in 1st place himself. And I'm still some ways away, so I really have to start pulling up some miracles, here, but the good thing is that I've driven this track before by myself rather fast, and I do a move around the outside of the AI. And first place is quite a ways away. Again, I've been saying this 1,000 times, I know, but it's going to take a miracle to catch up to him. On to the final turn here. This turn is deceptively tricky. Coming up ahead, the right-hander, I try to find a straight line as possible to brake, and I set it down the inside, block the line through the apex, and try as he might. The leader is not able to defend the move, and on the last turn of the last race, it's Metal Motors to take first place. Yes! Woo! I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as I did. If you did, do leave a like down below, and if you want to put some fuel on this channel's tank, do subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and you should buckle up for the next one.